8th October and it was arguing. Sagim now be in the stadium. Me go game no.
You.
I dey make tea for.
You.
Me be kan once much. Aye. Say now was en kamiko.
Say no da ma minchiru. No say nkoko. Ba ko na no so maji league no. Omo ye bibia wi. Afi ene ti krom a onko so onko.
There be that arrangement arrangement
na born here boy born na kam ko hwe boy.
There be arrangement ni bibia na say dance na be born the final game of the league no. Nanka me
well, I guess a crowning moment.
Yeah, J League. Ata na no muka J League.
League the tofa home.
Okay.
Tineza onko grava ju ye ni so. City for any mo bika. It is on the 8th na be show.
Oh, ni City for e bika.
You be show mo.
No, when you say about City ta show mo brutal ti o mi.
You be show mo Emirates on the 8th no. Obeti. Obo di bia bo be ni nyina o team so. Okay. Chelsea finally Oma should be, I mean, morale booster, big one.
Well, I think good news, and me bra big in adrenaline. On say more competitions be brave.
I say big in on the kind.
Me can you. Me say Chelsea
supporters yes you almost say.
Okay.
Almost said your points room.
Okay, and thanks for that correction.
But go fast and big.
But many almost so in adrenaline. On say more competitions. Maka Manchester United. I think the ombe to me a giant Carabao. Ebi akwa enim kakra FA kai no kra bedding.
Chelsea so hard on to me a giant Carabao.
Exactly. Into na ho dey akwa win. Also still onko win way. No, competitions win. So it's also a way on also to me the AJ championship. Of course, I agree said they need to back up in the league. But let's see this way. I think a bit to my 10 points to me they are more. And Chelsea problem no. Chairman, too numerous to be mentioned. You don't really see exactly where the problem is. And I really feel like something is really missing with the team. And they need to be patient. Because I don't want to believe the team now come back to where it used to be and Sana Ruben Abramovich ever. That thing ring it through my mind. Because on my baby, if it's about money, they have it. They have the clouds. The club is still attractive. Still, things are not working. Also, first year, I feel say, I predicted it might come to the top four because Chelsea a team be at Chema or more said and for Munche. So I'm call for one season, be at the following season saying, yeah, lake to me about baby. It is the reason I put them at third. But looking at the way they are playing and said, Chelsea is also a team, and when those black guys not a more dominated team no more, they mostly do better. Most especially, when the players cry a Tom free France, no. Omo ba Chelsea, Chema pa. You look at Michael Essien was the best player in the French league. And so Jabba Chelsea or Haiti. Didier Drogba was also the best player in the French league before coming to Chelsea or Haiti. Eden Hazard, Obudine free France nearby or Haiti. Now, Obi to say Florent Malouda. And so by no Baba Haiti. Or no crowd I mean said I wouldn't saw too much a top player, but chairman or by no too much a difference was there. And so a lot of Hazard money are doing who came driven their goalkeeper Peter Cech. Omofan or France. Even Edouard Mendy, Oba in the first season or so, he wasn't that bad. But I can't because he kept him to a duty and all the German. He was such a good goalkeeper to an extent. Say even FIFA best goalkeeper crew to me edgy. So one thing about Chelsea, when they get players from France and roots from France, they really do better. But this time, Omudi Bebraba is not working. I'm waiting for Nkuku to come back. Nama say if so on the bed the missing link na because you could see that they play so well, almost squander a lot of chances. Senior last night and runner and the air can conversion rates are very, very low. That is not good for a big club. And to me feel says Nkuku to me about Beshema, they might change things. Or to me as Sanyo because we be said Joao Felix. No be a condemned because by Chelsea na play or bed or quite let to go. But when you have a chance called Basaka Cratch, you could clearly see so ball. So you ask yourself, say, why was you not able to show that glimpses no? Where Raheem Sterling, he has seen it all. Also, I tells you, Tunes or your baby is always been on and off. And the time what I'm trying to say is that they are playing very well, and this win they should boost their morale in making sure that they can go and win. I wanted a Jackson guy to score. Because I may have a friend of Michael Jackson, but say go in there.
Biggie. To begin, now some say Chelsea for no almost. Also friend, so can Jackson maybe.
Uncle for a friend na me.
Oh, they didn't be uncle for the now.
Because me can have a friend of Michael because Michael Jackson you may son or two. Also by known to me say go. But with this goal I was saying, I think he's a top player. Urban so much expectation they need to. But Chelsea is too big a club. I'll bet me I fall into that line. Chelsea who's Arsenal mu nyina call from, but it wasn't like this one. Ali they put up a challenge to some point and they move out to that point. And the big teams, like, we need the big teams to perform. Chelsea, born here day. Manchester, Arsenal, City. Look at the Premier League. Obel since he cut top 6. Chairman, he crack top 7 or 8. All these teams have potential to winning the trophy. So they be a more attention about unya big games almost every week to really watch, and it make game near very, very interesting. So I really think so Chelsea for putting things together and make sure say they need to go. And you know Chelsea with their culture, it doesn't matter who you are as a manager. So munya results on Bepamo. And third, they buy no per se or ye project. It's a project in Lampard to be a dear kakra in called Twaso. It's not Saturday Lampard back for the second time, but it's a Lampard is on the red pen I can't see on the Yadi or Beben team. Now, Oho Beatty said Graham Potter, and I said Potter, right? Potter so by he did his best, but the truth is, no more he'll be on also to me a building team on a longer term because Chema Mr. Dia be who say as a Wenger now Arsenal chain or build a legacy. Chairman, after the legacy, Arsenal became a cash cow. Even when the team needed the best of elements now. Where more finances, it was the best. Let us look at Manchester United. Now, Alex Ferguson longevity no ngaino. They had huge success. Now, Alex Ferguson so called. Still, Manchester a cash cow. Even when the team is not at the apex of things. And that is the modeler, no so per se or building. Even with Tottenham, crowd and Levy Befa for so longer. Or what's name no Tottenham finances saying bad. And then sometimes when you are ranking the top 10, sometimes top 8 in the world, almost and that was the modeler, no per se or build. But I think say quite a better so I end the win here because this was a team already a championship team. They challenge for titles all the time. That is where they've come to. It's not a thing called Twasso from that level. Instead of starting everything all over, because chances are it might work or it might not work. That is where he had it wrong. But I really feel like Chelsea will come back again. But it might take a little time. So,
okay, you're trying because Chelsea got no more a number of players are more the injured list and a Suntian Rabiana. Omina Hotoma, even who the Chelsea we've all known. Biggie Bremka
Chairman, Chelsea at least the most important thing in football. Our club and Manchester and Kuyim for Man Chelsea being here a win. If you are looking at playing Ankasa on the field, it was all about Brighton. But the most important thing I hear of football monitor before win the 3 points, and Chelsea to me, Juma Edinya that needed 3 points. Mekadebia say, Adiaba kwa win team de ban say extracting winning mentality. And I feel say at this stage, our Chelsea team the Chelsea being here Saturday in the power. And man being here that kind of confidence to be able to go on and then play well and get the needed results and other successes. Our more ebe here, our park and so and now when it is something good for Chelsea. And yes, our chairman. Kaya Bono game winner Chelsea and Timmy and Shegua. Probably in Chelsea Timmy go contest or contesting for the goal of the month. Would have been something bad for the Chelsea club. And finally Chelsea Timmy and
Shegua. Goal of the month.
When you goal of the automatically. Jackson a goal no. And you know, I think that it's one thing and also you good at the match Chelsea team no. Players they making sure say just when they have gotten on Bejina so now they are performing better in their subsequent games. Chairman, Mohamed Kudus. Yamubi ani ewo jidie wa Abrantie ni mu no. Abrantie na chere die nti ani ewo jidie wo ni mu.
He makes us proud all the time.
Yes.
Is that James Albon you're man of the match?
What 2 hours starting and when you're man of the match out of those 2. Yeah. Osha Abrantie ni more West Ham United. Going into the club now, a lot of people in Nijidie. People felt say even he needed another platform a bigger than that of a West Ham, you know. And the ABA West Ham now or now from. But I said, say, Mohamed Kudus the kind of footballer he needs that Premier League a platform to showcase to the world the kind of quality and then talent on no brand and war. When your opportunity now you know on fanny agro uko into a club. Now uko to a man for honor key figures, status. It was our club anymore. What you have to do and say you have to play above your weight. Chairman Mohamed Kudus about 94 minutes. On your 74 touches in the game. Or completed 41 passes. Which was 95% of passes completed. 41. And Mohamed Kudus completed here. Successful long balls, it was 7/7, 100%. Dribbles was 4. Chairman, and 4 dribbles now completed. And on the year, the most dribbles ewo game ni mu no a player o twetwe kese pa ewo game ni mu no a was Mohamed Kudus ewo ho apart from that 2 key passes and Abrante no so eyeye enti omo no mo gidie wo Abrante ni mu say he's a quality player and he needs to catch the attention and eye of the world, you know. Abrante na ye adwuma e de atua sa gidie na amanfo onu mu nika, and I believe that he only has to continue like this na eniaman koye emfa no because ebia wa nya Chelsea ebia wa nya Arsenal platforms and now feel say o performance as I said they koso no entimi amfa wa anko enti unya any other opportunity show to those clubs say opportunity no man farm and after turn man turn it was a mistake and omoyeye at the say bia only oba bia jai chairman they be an attention also or esa brabo ne be yam and as anko yam no one so take the right decision and also a mistake. That is the kind of situation that Mohamed Kudus into as we speak. We are here and say I asked Apamo, one of their directors, because of the sale of Mohamed Kudus. Since Abrante and Koye or Bobo the West Ham come, but I asked him so I had ding Eddie Amano. This is the kind of player we are talking about. Yes, it's chairman Abrante and Twaso. Now on your Jumani say so to me to us to say I believe that he's going to get to the level and you expect it to be to me Aquaco Drew. Naka Krebi on a Newcastle. Chairman, a Newcastle gradually they need that kind of attention. Apart from the performance of the last season. This particular season, Newcastle is doing very well. Over the weekend, Sheffield United 8-0. Come on, that 8-0 no was Newcastle's best ever away performance in the Premier League history. From there, a certain Manchester City side, the kind of quality a Manchester City team possess. So what you say, a Manchester City team no, unfilled a lot of their status. Newcastle also unfilled a lot of their status. Bruno Guimaraes, they didn't start. Miguel Almiron didn't start. Kevin Trippier didn't start. These are players that on any good day, almost started their man Newcastle Bobo Kono. But in the absence of all these players, and that's almost a bench, you know, Newcastle to me, Juma, Emma, one of their strikers, Alexander Isak, and so to me now one goaler, a bit to me up one of the advances to the next stage of this kind of competition. For the past 6-7 years, Upetima, League Cup, no one is Manchester City, and it's certainly meeting such a side. Now Newcastle, I believe that the quality of Madonna on the day. Football, as I said about the Chelsea team, was all about Manchester City. But I did be here game some person may advance come Newcastle had it. And I believe team no more building the chairman. If only they continue like this, no more at the quality Kakrebia. But Newcastle won't maybe we are going to see them there again, chairman.
Okay, yamfa eno si ho ewo eyama no ne emrefi ne emhwe afisem no. Na of course every elections ne hon sensem ni nyina no. Ya de kaka say injunction. Na no interesting bi si Abrante no ya no. Believe because every obi afri ho. Obi egan. Obi afri ho enda sana ne nam social media. Oh nye me bese me use dane.
And that's all for there because we dream time name so says so for now
because or every year is not the share about it.
Okay.
Let's say I feel to be in fact
but I had with that penny before
I did be humming the rate at which court some old characterize here football at the end. Oh, and then I make us say it's our election committee for winning and then win it was so unnecessary.
Okay.
Oh, Ghana na man you maybe now, as they say, you have to get the shine out of. Anyway, but then a lot of good ne injunction case, no injunction. A lot of good say or they are two. I got your court. They are two. FA election process, no so no. Almost I call so court. Court aside journey case until the 12th of October. The 12th of October. No massacre. Election is also is it on the 5th. 5th October.
Yeah.
He say you're uncertain. So every because why
another wait
because already it's a contempt case be and also you say champion number filing against the FA for starting the league. Because injunction, somebody stop at the start of the league. It's no say sign the bay. It's in year training away. But also Mickey Charles no Mickey Charles at trouble say just an election number so. But yen training how the FA react towards because FA no already in the injunction back kwa notice any FA no echo ahead to play the league because they felt that Omodi Agro Injunction some sa na league no inya maso nti Omabono Ose
abana so meto
atso meto
everyone so much as omumumra okromwa
o kasa dia say
chairman, that is what they've shown.
O kasa omumumra
Yes. Max
o mani nyɛ point no we are no
chairman, the point is last season the Injunction the Ghana Premier League so Ghana Football Association decided to move ahead akwa the Premier League.
Almost Injunction do a notice of injunction, just the injunction. And then finish all lawyers. And tell lawyers the advice almost say, we will fight this.
Chairman, there was an injunction. Chairman, this season there was an injunction on the Ghana Premier League. It is when champion was interviewed, Okawom say Ghana Football Association need your match let omu nimra so. No mumra ukrumanum. Last season, Roman injunction to some coco boy. It's almost said this season, some better yes, there was an injunction on the league. The FA went ahead. This season, they are playing the Ghana Premier League. Chairman, so we are their way to assume you know. Dear by a chase of Mumra Ukrumwa. The Ghana Football Association clearly, Mumra Ukruma say, because twice, Oma Barbara injunction that yes will be anya Omohe. Yet, Yaruana feet October Mako Tamalia Kwako Tuabano. Because someone him say, boom so will be a no mushi will crow on say. Omache and a no mugusu or moyeno. It's a training here, 5th October, Nebeba, yet say Omako Malino Mako Tuaba, because there be a injunction to a dear so, Omofa, you may be at the end of the day, Obiano Mohe. Clearly, that is what they are doing, Chairman. It's based on DSino. Yes, yes, I'm a dance here. And who be the tragedy dance here? Based on DSino. So will be a bien and on us or case. Nipa Samasi Mumra, oh, Kromanoma, Nippon Dika. So because if any Mumra, or Dika. Because on countless occasions, Yaji Injunction, they are two or more Minkas product. So, and any say a chassis yet, Naya Juma, but Omoko bomb and a chassis yet. It's just any better convince you Kromanum so Bumra. It is up to the court of law. So I'm about to say I'm a Saudi and I cost Sabiuma because I didn't know more. Chairman, I'm almost a man for her. Yes, who trust a bonnet to a bedanim racketwa. Obi ye who diasi, ye who find beer, jail term be another sentence be a mobia. They are always going to do it. Opa my almost season when we're not here and see. None next season here, Baba Beshasie. No being conquered injunction and farmer to the Ghana Premier League. So what's any pan company best now? Because this is the kind of system we are operating here in this country. And Chairman, we shouldn't forget to say Jama Sadia we aqua. And here a bear kaka obi kwako takwa ko Injunction and phobia home. Because your league na yabono. Kwa ya first treaty amount for league no based on million madam Funian Injunction Empire League in so that. Na maxoli bisa. Chairman wana ubisa said that Ben Asaniama we beka and chada because yani nipa nini year to ni yafa. Ewo ye league ni mu. Nipa oni yan yafa no. Ya yati aban mu league ne so no. Oni yan yafa no. Yani nini ye. It is a sana ye bo league ne dia. There is no way to court ni injunction betwam da. Ewo ye league ne so. It is a debia ye the injunction beto so na nipa be kwa akobo na contempt nche no hwe ntu nipa no ye nya obi ahwe a. It is going to continue debia. And how do we progress in a country? Sanyama we ikoswa. I was here chechi among for na mrane ye adwuma. Na afa nkrofo te wono ma. Omo hu ni so omo ntimi mfa court ni ni agro. I was so omo hu. So omo ntimi mfa court no eni agro chairman. As it stands now, FNS or the court ni di agro. Or the mrane di agro.
Menye so.
And omo ye di omo pe.
Self no on to lawyers. Nti nipa bia lawyers so be advice so with regards to legal issues. They be an lawyers advise someone say, "Adena ban injunction. So go ahead and do what you want to do." And I say, "Be adena ban yasim bianti because adebia baby ano." So legal advices are
sure.
Also, also guide you.
Sure. Chairman, today who any injunction?
Oh, me so me checks with a lawyer, a very good friend of mine, lawyer friend. Or catch him say me. If I'm a member, so no nimbo muni because say, am I a member of the executive council of the FINANA? And I'm saying, they be not so okay. Come your member there and go advice me say, my mo. Because of sa early injunction, me notice not serve here. But
so what we saw was an injunction.
And it's in a lawyers court say the odi for no so lawyer the odi be more lawyer.
Yes, of course.
I just say lawyers me no go cast some dey nti FA no so on the lawyers and FA a big institution like the FA with very astute personalities your names almost nim de no e dey almost about lawyers almost be advice from omo and them lawyers and say go ahead and play because nipa operate odo ogoji injunction dia odo go court onye member what suspended no even he's a member but he's suspended onye of good standing eti koso eti enye se bi omo mumra na bia na omo lawyers no e bia na omo na pe de okay de bi omo na advice omo yi ana men kan sa
that is why I am not talking necessarily about the FA lawyers. FA lawyers and Oya Juma the Football Association. And to unknown clients and only few so betting me be able to the client. That is what they are also going to do. But maybe to me point in here with the court of law, I had the assembly by no. Court and I had the assembly FA assembly by no. I have a Injunction or Edia Quaco to assembly so. But if no boom ran so akwa bono again I would hear if no na yensen na ho obi so dey to no fo. That is what my point is. And until na make say your football na ye bo okrom hanum say no. Chairman, if you continues like this e be kakra o kasa wo kwotoro akoji Injunction na ye be sere. Because your football no any court sem entwamu da. Because omo ya members no so omo ni afa ye titi omo ye and so one titi ni ye na so onje system ni India what the person is going to result to the court of law it is say the assembly be ba ho ni aba ba gi Injunction akwa to league ni so na se ni be kwa nipa no be kwa head akwa bo league no na hwi insidia e be kakra se nipa na nya kama for FA wa e hin no mfa na asabonko just on the caucus
cause this can get all
that is what the problem is. And we don't believe in the FA system. And until no more than some free FA on the court no. Say the panage system ni dia. Obe make sure say FA system na be cast am na dia mano. But because they don't believe in the FA system, omo dia asem ne court. And just the court. Na say the Injunction be two league ne so. Na nipa ne kokobo. No de na asem buy ne so no. Wa anya hwea ma na hu say court na me dia asem ne buy na nipa asem ati akwa no. Ene ye de na fa kwan we so a. Chairman ha adwen.
And you also say court no NGF for the court.
Omunya fe ni bibi. Na nyensen na ho.
Na say de obi akwaji Injunction, o anu bi akwaji Injunction.
Chairman, uni ni dini ya nkonko court o.
Anyway, Mate, Biggie, abisina o kana I say o can Luton, say Chelsea Luton. I'm say the sure say slip.
Meka Luton.
I say slip or slip Luton, Brighton. But see the entire team can say Manchester no. Brighton for some 3-1 and a Chelsea must Brighton 1-0. It even can't throw. Manchester Chelsea didn't have to make control.
Say your Manchester ne game bay.
No, but say still a man and boy.
Ne game bay.
No league. But still a man and boy. So still like Manchester and Brighton boy na.
Any brand new different.
And any blast him. Say Chelsea wants to Brighton now.
Almost league almost Brighton game.
Okay, I think.
All right, you share this issue. But like the crime goes on so the case okay on the Abrante Kojonisi and Kaisa case no on the Tamale City and send some I call FA disciplinary committee omoto alaja semguye appeals omoto go the call air cast now the case na gas answer no mechanical no of a stay of execution say cast and compel the FA say yama alaji guza and stay in the Premier League like until see be asem no say yen ka asem na ama omo but eno no cast at to asem na gu alaji guza kasa e dia fa ho na yaba e court nsema na so say ye boy yen semi de bia akwa court
your main case no say you pay 3 points but nam say you hope for 3 points no say of execution go call and 2 months in education there are 2 days in every case no na wo di we by nti we yen mo about ufia na ya former kotokosi the case sa o manfa still our mom first day of exclusion, but we need the case. We know, inshallah, we are going to. Maybe who did not, one lawyer and one general secretary, we are happy with this one. If you are no say, we are papa, I didn't chase him when Nikrata and Mujani, I didn't chase him when Nikrata and Matum if he cannot state. Mrs. Mutuhoi, they even also, but they Nikrata Brawa, who are come a bit, but Udria, who are come on to me say, why you're Bonibia? This will be a krata, and then if you joining krata, and then joining krata. May allow you to make to me teach a bill for me and beg to buy to my sons. Let me call my lawyer, because I know I'm correct. And then I'm joining George, who we say George, me the mafia and echo, me football. I said, Upa beside George. Appeal the catcher and said, George, obey you should appeal, son, me catcher. Which I could be catcher. Was allow you, and I'm in the JFU. If you're born in no me count, if you papa no me count, a catcher say Monday and a very beba, Pisawa, Pisan, Monday never late to frame say, men withdraw my case, Naman and no woman do. I say me, the number say justice of this country, Umbetinasi, not respect to the justice and freedom of this country. The kind of this case, in a medical claim. Woman go to football for Ebeya Kunja, papa, yeah, kind of this facilities and the whole was in the panel was and the said no boss football. Prosper Bejda Kasaye, Obia say me champion Mejama Miska, Benyanko say mini champion and Kasana because you can't tell for motion. Prosper, what it timida.
Alaji Karim Gruza no or say ni case no 3 points no open the no ye case so now 3 points now mean that Alaji Gruza will not be relegated. Kim Pfizer will not be relegated. Now, or yeah, stay of execution and no na omaboguno. But say and when about because when him say Far Rangers case, Nana Amponsan Far Rangers. The case koi, Emma stay of execution bogu back substantive case no. They won it. Emma reinstate in the division. Wabe kaya. Emma normalization. Congress. Now see reinstate you ewo division 1. Imunti. I know I like that so GD. But the moon no care about so I check the free as appeal no but go. Or can they a verdict in Babani or in Subonino or can be super panels or can be. Also catch you and message him because if a sound bite not one Alaji Karim Gruza and then some no that is how it is right now. Say Alaji Gruza ne stay of execution from Air Castle no Matugu. But I must say in 2 days and I substantive case I like the also verdict and chair and also Ebeba. Alaji Gruza say yen declare the winner of the game with Air Tamale City because GDA said they played an unqualified and they fielded an unqualified player. It's nice and no. And so I don't know. Max Obebe Mabefa Binka said for the sake of time. Let me tell you because then come on a dos. Remember a club Somoko Africano. Then we come to the league because I had Savokane on Saturday. I was Sunyane. I mean a cracker of a game. Premier League football is back to Sunyane. And I am sure say the people of Sunyane are very excited. Ote girl Sunyane a chair want to pay. Na you say on Saturday when Ambeko Stadium I got time for any Hearts of Ugachi na your Premier League no yenya very good game honum but ye ka Alaji Gruza dey mensan susu biem say can find an GV case ya journey to 12th of October into elections no Amuji Injunction to so no 12 October and yet and Georgia Free lawyers so be file on case in court so they are seeking an injunction on the Ghana Football Association elections. Say election should not be conducted. That's about the third injunction. Because already a large Gruza injunction now a court or more can was no. And and our branch on also file injunction. That's all when GUB or Tamale side or also the end by. And on the graduates and locus there but and Georgia Free any lawyers and some net. Also ever file injunction on the Ghana Football Association elections. And Matisse, I don't the back home and say on the file said the court should freeze the FA accounts because the executive council of the FA mandate so they should not be given access to FA finances. They made it no and I'm hearing say council no so ne and then omo de be konti. Well, that is it with the FA election ne ho nsensem no. Say beba so on the 5th na emma so nyina no. Well, we will all wait to see. Ni are said the ABC and so ako. Well, Yamra Santiago Yamra Santiago aswe na I say opim so say twa be biu Santiago ko hene otego koso Oshia could go Siapia. I understand some Oshia was Scotland. Otuvo ewo Scotland. To Oshia was Scotland. Na omu Asia ye no. Could go Siapia sre ohini. Say Sudan for the abeda no. Some the national team man. No Sudan's why you hoping. Na omu trans omu say could go Siapia maybe be blaster coach. Omu na share Egypt says no. Or the blaster qualify for World Cup. Oh. And or the Ghana and so AFCON am here the 4th pen. Enti any over team in Sheninsa. Na because I can say this or no open so many juma. I say go to IMC on a technical director virtually. Na also cop him so anase. No go sre or hini so hini we say uri juma shem inside but edi kan him say oba. Ana onana me coach. Na me juma dia me as coach no na Sudan for the abeda me say is our national team na practice. It member build the team mom because mo talk great so mo krom among players no is omo Egypt no omo ye bibia enti other top him so no him so the blessing man say is he ko ye adwuma no na understand so him so busan so nwa no why na ugidi say metim na be hye wanem eno so ho but eno ndie me no beto but remember names be because names me and son them at epim. But upon sudden the bless yama could go see apia say onkudi ni juma no. Eti this week ya sa wote sa achekwa next week. And I say free neko ya could go see apia sign contract. We should understand that the contract will be signed in Egypt. As the head coach, the new head coach of the Sudanese national team, amana yo a whooping deal. I mean deal no. Deal nede. Deal nede. Na contract no. Already 50,000. And the contract number sign up Saudi Arabia, yes. Saudi Arabia to fly from Scotland on Sunday, okay. Or fly from the UK on Sunday to Saudi Arabia. And then likely so on Monday he will sign a contract. $50,000 a month. A month. Bonus is my. Bonus is my $50,000. Them saying Saudi no Sam.
Sign or chairman.
I was saying Sudan no go junior Saudi for.
Sign or
Eti asante go replacements no mo look at no. And as recommendations are come on here no. Names are called Coach Malik Jaber. Even Malik Jaber. Opokunti and a George Kennedy. Kakejo bigam ka Kennedy Japan. George Kennedy. Eti Opokunti Malik Jaber and George Kennedy. Omo na opem so be baako amana ba be hye omo anemu yeva dia kan to aso e mediama sporting club be free omo anopa ya na omo ko na representing some the 42-man contingent and eko Guinea no Horoya Moses Parker show you nyina say eye den the qualification be banti nya abotre iti nyina ye hwe ni mu so be qualify to the group stage where we popularly call the money zone. Dreams FC so every free and for almost FC Callum showdown or Liberia. I hope Dreams FC super qualify. It will be great for Ghana football. Say when you have two teams in qualifying to the next stage of the competition. I lifted the image of Ghana football again because I say your image or interclub competitions no and your crowd. Now to the league. Match day 3 and it starts with Hearts of Oak. In fact, Hearts of Oak call Sunyade. Now side game the game will be a kahwasem. Say Hearts of Oak. Sunyame Tenya, the first away win in the Premier League now. So far 2 match days and 2 match weeks. We are yet to get an away win. So we be winning match away no. There are 2 teams drawing away. Omanya point to away. 2 teams per and then you 1 point away. But if you want if I 3 teams then you 1 point to away because Bofo and your point were away against Olympics. Olympics in your point away. Okay, 4 teams. Virtually 4 teams. Olympics now by point away. Will Pandu out of line. Pandu out of line is your point away. Will Kumasi. Obakai. And Accra Lions in your point away. Will Mediama. It's now. It looks like the Aka and it's a Obibe winning game. Away. Now, according to Elijah Ade, our Kasa, Elijah Ade of a player of Ayabo Fakwatano, or say, Hearts of Ogepe, the first away we won league demo. Almost see a kind Edema Bovagatan on there. Omunim say a quite biaso Hearts will fall on Saturday, and almost ready for Hearts of Oak.
About winning the second game, in the third game, no. I think they also will because the fans expected a lot from the team in general. And so we have preparation. They prepare just like every other game. You know, it's a very, very big game. They prepare just like every other game. I know.
I say I'm prepare to say every other game. I said you make the players guy on my It's not like every other game. It's not more Hearts of Oak are coming to play you also a big game. A top liner. Martin Koopman, Hearts of Oak say we didn't know we come about friendly match says. Martin Koopman say almost so are you ready and Omoko Akakwayo Monomagic the maximum point.
Yeah, we know what they have in the team, so they have qualities, but we have also qualities, and I'm always looking for my own team, and I know how they play, so we prepare very good for that game.
All is set for the game on Saturday, 3 p.m. at the Sunyani Coronation Park. But for Kwatano, I saw you pebre. But for Temiante, some of what Temiante do is scored you US. Because of those times, na team be or it Kotokone protest here before. And on we yana before a winning case. Second of all, 4 points. And I'll buy Mechanical Fox. No starting before Temiante is out to your mente. Okay. It's about Vakotano, any Accra Hearts of Folk, any Siakai. And no Kumasi Asanteko Konsu coach Pospanate Ogun. Steve Mukwala and a meaty press no. Now no more about Kotoko's game, upcoming game on Sunday against Karela. Anyone say me, I say I'm not focus a pressure almost or say pressure be any so. Only 2 match weeks in your ball. Asanteko Kotoko. And at 1 point out of 6 agreed. But Omanya under pressure going into the game against Karela.
Always, because we are well prepared in all spheres of the game. We are getting the team ready to play on Sunday, play well, and get the results. So there's no pressure from anywhere. We are calm, we are confident in what we are doing at training.
95.7.
What we are doing at training will give us the needed performance and the needed results. I've always believed that there's a link between good performance and results. And the statistics are there. If you look at the cities, the buses, and what have you, anytime they play very well, they win. Let me put it that way. So in the first place, we are not under pressure. I would rather ask our fans, all the stakeholders within the team to rally behind the team on Sunday, that they will come in their numbers, even more than double or 3 times what we saw against Heart of Lions. And once we have that signal that they are coming to support us.
Well, I know Prosper Nateogun, Ninsema or the 2, Jana, or can be said, or Dakotoko fans, Nasi, or say, the support has been massive.
I would like to thank the supporters for the massive show of love that they have exhibited throughout our pre-season games. They were at also in their numbers. We went to Ejiso, they were there in their numbers. Played here against Streman, they were here in their numbers. And then the league games too, against Heart of Lions, they came. BBNA, I was amazed. They were right behind me, and I felt it like when Kotoko played in the 83 final against Ali.
Well, Asanteko fans, Modiano, Dr. Prosper Nateogun, or say, or Damasi, Steve Mukwala, and so catcher fans, and they say, support. And then they are on Sunday, on Bema 3 points.
Our beloved fans, we really like you and appreciate your efforts, your support, the club. We believe this season we shall shed tears out of your eyes and win trophies for you guys. Coach said we are a team, so we have to work as a team to make sure that we win trophies for the club.
Okay, and I don't know. That was that's all the uncle maybe. I just saw una captain on the bridge. Una Hechi.
Sunyano.
Sankadem Bakwa because Bizum Kubi.
Oh, any chairman crossing in contain me catcher na. Chairman is a champion.
Oh, okay.
Nanke be our mouth.
Because Sunyana may say, oh, fool.
Because me big I can't see me.
Only we are casting. It's all chairman of okay. Manu. I like to go to Manu. Manu now press conference, Nasi.
Yeah, chairman.
Also, Prosper, not to say when under pressure, but already anymore does it look like that? Because we have pressure on the one, we are calm.
Or calm. Even after the press conference, Roshiame and Ochiame, I saw, you okay? On say, Chairman, one thing about Kotoko issue, and they say, on some rebuilding. And on Kwama coach, that confidence or rebuilding. And in baby free by Wafa, a very young team. I want them talent factory, talent in Kwani Guo, normal build the players in the Aba. The same thing, and in Kotoko for free so more. And Utie Prosperneto Gumsem no can say or build it team. A bet me a face team bia. Level bia bedruno, betimabo. And to know when say 2 matches. Ye bought 34 games. After 2 matches, no 32 games here bebo.
More points,
exactly. Enti chairman, ohun say abotre. Omunya abotre. And baby okoye no dance park on this season. Amanfo bebre beti ato with the quality no mo no. First game against Out of Lions. And no ball draw. Afen wo hu team no. And chairman, what can say we say Kotoko ankasa no man prepare you. And they played against Out of Lions so omo ball Division 1 Super League no ma prepare ye pa deba.
Yeah.
Enti aya abotre Kotoko fans na ya abotre coach Prosperity ogum ye hu no abre oba Kotoko beji league ne de mo no in terms of quality obi e wo the dugout or control players ne so afi no ase ba wo ye rebuilding enti rebuilding there chairman ye si dan na adwirigu ne ye esi ne fofora say entobo ase ne edisi
yeah
enti entobo ase me free se Kotoko supporters no omunya abotrema coach no obeye adwuma no afeni about 2 matches we have more matches to go and send a season abawe
ate all right Bremen na ye Maxwell and somehow do ye go on ye hwemu kakra ansa
cars dia on say FIFA ne cars wa de ba ko bia eno nya dia it's like omo pillar they will not go behind it. They want the development of the game. The league in the Ombepesa Bekoso. Chairman Bachawati I say because case now they have 2 sides of the coin. You might win, you might lose. The empire says stay of execution so manjantum. So league in there say I start here. They really want the league to move on. So they be a development of the game because her league now it benefited a lot more people. About 18 teams. Look at the number of players. The people and the other staff who work with the team, even the supporters who want to consume the product. And the FIFA take all those things into consideration. And most often, I understand of execution, say, hold you on to the league and all that, you know, they really will not give you that chance. But then later, in the moment where I will lose case now, what happens? Next, when derail the process. Next, already, I move forward. But we need they will address the issue and the right will be done. They move on from where they started. Now, most often, I stay of execution, they call cars near the time farm because they don't want to derail the whole process. If they are just one team, you have a case though. Into all the 20 other teams, you know, all the staff members, so I'm talking of players, the coaches, and all that, and the chairman, Omunya redone, that's all suffer for a while. While say leg name because FIFA will not frown game they will not do it. And also the difference that people don't know here, FIFA to say UN and yet even the number of membership are no. But also they all want peace for the whole world peace. But FIFA they need use football to achieve that, and the UN so a use politics to achieve that. It is the reason FIFA I am straight to say, or mom per se game no be called political. Also first na nke ba FA chairman in Africa for that matter. Na aban to me appoint who the FA chairman is. Now FIFA is trying to say aban ni yes ape ye remote control yes I started development bia. Chema obi beba no see ye change aban a that development into me to aso. Until now FA for and as a football for that in you omni% be the game will not be that political. But because aban ni ade no omo na Africa ha no omo support with their finances, you know, the two of them comes together to work it out. Ain't it about these issues, about legalities near there, they look at the interest of their game first in making sure that the game would have to run. You know, no said an amp inside the state of execution and farmer, but later when the verdict came, it was implemented. Until now, it was always going to be difficult, say, obeying the state of execution. Two, about the court issue in your game, no more. So, but the question is this: about 10 years ago, Nana ye the way banan call for Johnny. Who say Aquaba bedroom baby wana. And in say BB answer sign. I think things needs to change if you want to really move forward. Ning in I no cry chairman sometimes yem fendi. And it must also said that no more yesa. No cry some make no. I said there are too many camps in the same organization I womb. Camp A, Camp B, Camp C. And to say be a me Maxwell and I chairman also lead ya. Then I say we ne leady, then no way so to me sorry. I think I see you and German then I made dream idea be say from the top a political landscape the ba FA ni ading na chema yen hwade and yet the same football people now no mu bi wo mo kwa head FA na so is it no or more lifestyle now no mo de call ye kwa aban mu a enye ya Ghana for ye culture ya chema ye wo mu ya enye ya ye bi ne de bi yi kosoro enti nye ye culture na ye tim na no mo san de ko chema unya koduru wa na enu afre we no me ba na se be wa koduru de wunu anu nkutu awo ye omoden ana me boa is not our culture e di chama said mana ba na esa wo de ma darling Paula, what do you do then? You'll be forced to be corrupt. Okwa yensu so ebeka say hey why say so yensu nipa ne culture na ye kuta no is also a problem for us. Minister chama ultimate argument ye culture as people no and no because ya ye mu bia ne because me yes was ye ya brofo and I say Tunisians and I say Algerians na culture na bem Ghanaians and ye. And when they go, they keep on doing the same thing. See, almost free. Your culture na your woman and not tell me almost they call culture natural. And no one. And see, what I'm trying to say is that one, FA 40 years, I agree with you. They also have lawyers. And I will say about issue of law, legalities are. Chema, not necessarily, well, sometimes there are loopholes. And since other people say, wow, don't be used to loopholes to argue their case and they get it right. And see, FA 40, this is a caution I made a mom. If they know what they are doing is right, and maybe legal people now advise or muya, because I don't think the FA is bigger in this country than the laws of Ghana. Oh, moya they can go score free. No, they can't go score. If ASN say your judicial system no so a problem, I don't think that is the case. But if you would injunction now, but according to law, no, almost loopholes, no, any certain areas be a term almost argue on a pointer, they might go straight out. In any case, at the internet. Perceively, perceive so say they're wrong, but they are not punished. Why? And the question is why. So means so what's my argument? I say, how come say because say flat the rules are courts and they are bad. They should get punished. Why are they not punished? It might be say they will injunction they are bad, but their lawyers will also argue their case in such a way so they will advise them to go on with it. And I'm say ningi name na here now courts and so the interest of the game, no, the importance and as effect on the larger majority of people, no, and more much me take it certain. The Supreme Court question as onima. Ye can't some could do baby and enquire say they will be answering. Minimum stand to be correct. See a child you say yam to na kwe bia a yenga odd number when you win yes win a really anamebo or ne drew I am ran on the to an obiadrin. Emrano ekwa nti chema nyansa ne as common sense sometimes quarter mrano that's what I know because you come running in our we bia ye lawyers ye nyina ye nsipia ye se ye nkyere ya adwene nti chema the same mrana ye kyere na ye nyina ye Supreme Court na chema wa kyere wa adwene ko ma kyere ko bi we a kyere ko si adendia ba ye we se ya ye kyere ko dos nde de ne yefa. Chairman, I hope you understand. So the Emran alone is not enough. Sometimes we need to put the right measures in place in making sure say Nyoma Ebekoye. You see, one thing affecting your leg, and now can say in the women's league, we are very okay. Division 1, we are okay with this administration, but you think leg need a missing link, and it has been so for long. So best idea. Chairman, the problem about what I'm identifying. The MFS near leg near the pan say. the teams were built on a certain lines. Chema line in here. Not all Cabofoni be right. A huge rivalry. Ewo the Bona Hafo region. Oba Western region. Obenya 11 wise ne Hazakis.
Yeah.
A huge derby. Into the whole of the Westerners ne muche two. You are more Hazakis. You are more wise. Chema now ba crowd Olympics are vibrant, hearts are vibrant. A honana too. Those times who are cornerstones were any Asante Kotoko. And all these teams are best idea. But for Oya there they'll be linked to either house or Kotoko the more.
Yeah.
Meboa.
I said before BAC. Now fancy BA more linked to Kotoko. And Abofo more linked to house. I mean Sana.
Oba Segeni Takra the Hazakes a heart of folk. Why say Kotoko? Because why is na the indigents? And I do so mistake who say and I will call Viper, Venomous Vipers, any dwarfs, Cape Coast. Huge rivalry.
I say man liberty when I'm from Danzuma Kotoko.
Exactly. And dwarfs force a link to House of Folk and a Vipers to Kotoko. So this is how the clubs were built. And those style being able to say Mind Stars money are ding na. And they were built more like traditional clubs. And to say Nipani free area wha chairman or allegiance to the club. And they be okumazo kra or tie ne Kotoko ne house we are na wise na Zake say call saying chairman bazwati asia. And sa allegiance no mo odi ami hu ni say the indigenous teams no mo ye indigenous in a link to Kotoko. And the teams no so let's say aliens in the dominating no, they also linked to House of Folk. And in selling of players in Pono, team do how come for the players amount. She has access most of the top players or even wise or more your friends say your friends a House of Folk in recent times. So that is the line near call. Into my game near Denti week be a chairman. Attention be OBA, attention be Western, attention be Asante. And Sana has ne Kotoko ankasa di and omudia na bebom. But these days, what do we see, Chairman? What we see is that saddening in air breaky. On say Europe saddening that's so whole. What they send your teams no more for me. This say Chairman, our crowd beto team that the tradition still remains. But then I saw been in the year 2000 almost what team. And when I started with Mr. Kwesinya take more time. I say teams about it no better na team we aba. E bi kra team kwa hu de ene dia. Into a breaky, that traditional team strength and a break. Most of these traditional teams in Achema Egu yes or best idea. Mind Stars echo redundant. 11 wise echo redundant. Hazakes anye papa biem. Meboa. We cornerstones are there call earlier when to me ama Oko United or more the press when ye or more Bible boy FA be but emfa. Even Hearts of Lions crown. Nansiana Randy Mutumi a movie team near the Edinburgh for some time. And these were traditional clubs and nanke be properly a game. Yes, so now say Akwatia Diamond Stars, Chairman. Oti team need to create to me pursue. And I tell my but same yes, now that ABC Gala crown or more boss are knockout game crown it was big because all the teams were coming into say Pristia and they be more Accra. Almost a lot Minds one will support Mindstar because a community project and they'll be in Accra in their numbers. Some of Bakumasi, they will come in their numbers. But then how can they end to transport a lot of supporters and farmers? So, Chairman, no see one thing high. And this is our teams now financial be strong. They say Gold Stars, Nesamates, me no more areas now. Where numbers or munya home. Although community near too huge like Kumasi ni Accra, but our community population, where numbers or munya home are incredible. And he said, you bet me the new incorporate and also back into our gamer. Say my feel say bet to me abo because England they can nano. The teams are built are more representing certain areas and all that. It's almost often no ayana ekoye. And lastly, yes, coach is not under pressure. No, yes, no. You see, all what we are saying is that he should perform. Because big club be out there winning performance and amoko. Supporters don't really think about say Real Madrid. No. You perform. Aka 32 matches, still a long way to go. But yes, yeti abeti na ne channel because yeti hey, Ebianca Kotoko winning all 2 matches, no match 5-0. Me sure think I will be singing a different song. Enti ye bo wa pempem ni esha wo den say ye adwuma. All what we are saying that they should perform because Ghana ball say my be ya house ne Kotoko. Omo ne belly because all country bia say ye call Italy Juventus, Inter, AC Milan money ade omo ne belly di na nkai for na so. Over Englander, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, any Liverpool mo omo de be pushi ansa na nkai na soso. Sa na ti wo ba bia. Say o call Spain Madrid, Barca to some extent Atletico de be pushi ansa na Girona mo aba. I hope you understand the point I'm making.
Yeah.
It's yes, we are born a bit to me. I can make house ne kotoko. Me match what you know my position, but because of him so kind to my case, I don't want to say a different thing. Me nanka open for bisa madriana so more so or my recommending. They should say a new thing. Because one, kotoko, do they have money? Yes, they have. Is it attractive? Yes. Do they pay well? Yes, or more pay well for the app. So they are able to attract the best players in this country. Because for now, me say. Chema made the DBA because I mean, say those boys I don't know, I've never come across them. But I mean, tell us a world best your friend is saying Makati or Mokotoko and has called world best Siko mo the coin or morning so more man offer Becas or more. Yes, yeah, the ambassador or more offer no more some of them have branches or morning so offer more them have branches no more. But these are top players.
Yes, I said they're not original. Kakra.
How?
Is that branch energy? I think say 5,000, 6,000. I have some man 4,000. It's in them business. As in with the
look at the caliber of the player.
We won team open ball. I got that.
Yes.
2 pay super edge.
2 pay super edge. Ah, no be boss. No be.
Oh, Jumano. Ade we are. Oh, quite heavy.
David Chema. Yeah.
Oh, I saw go catch Obia. One. I said one of the Takata to watch him.
Say soon I ede.
Na be edwuma.
Chema no mom free team keto e ko team kese no. Ni pay no mom on so wa bro ye top player.
Player bet ni pay so normally na bia amfa man no baby. And na bia
o team keto e bi.
Or team keto bi to get playing time no. So but this guy is big when the team and I hope to put in there.
What they did they say on say supporter like say ye pen. Into on say die bibi say we tried.
Omo
kono bo mpe. And finally coach Matisse has coach in the Koopman. Masam na mekan wenchia maso kunadu. Tama omoye we checha no omo ka che mani nchia no wenchia.
Has one ka che mani.
Me mani nchia no. Unza maso kunadu share white so be say has two. Ntino ni sa to. Ntomo ka che ko se mani nchia no. Ena wenchia no nti owie no agi nyoma bia di pa. This year has coach no mo hwede. Oh, that I saw a brony. That be abrofo na nkasa no. Abrofo na omo open minded. Or cop baby a obeso omo culture no so accept it. Okay. So yes. I say, on free baby neighbor, omo culture. So so you just understand. Oh, you man so coach, but chose yeah culture ye juedi. It you kwa men fansan kana. Yeah. Team na ye omo catch up with. Oh yeah, Chema, that's true. Nti wenchia no. Ohun so share white no so onchia. Anya chia na moment me acha. So maka just information. Enka huti. Has I you know what me say. And also just wenchia no for the first time. Chema, almost wenchia no. For the first time no so has ashema so kuno na kasala na ese na nti asomom ka se enya wanwa say bia kasala be say first goal no the ashema so kuno has nsenda broni ni so entia na Chema unu say kasala last season no wa ha no way. Make sure over heart the ball trial Matic the enti omo pa Matic na mecho Matic na mpeni for them so omo shechiri Matic na amfa no mbisa say wa say language barrier nti ohonom hu say wa akwa we kwan bia so
language
barrier. I was surprised to hear this and Chema it is true. Kasala was here last season and Matic so ombe no now the Matic no be so powerful to a sense or no togwe kra kan no nti o Kasala was in. But I'll say language barrier, do my fake reason and a one fat boy man. The coin to hold on because and your own so beko. Nti Kasala, let's wish him well. Because see, I got the Quakas or Murray building the next 3 years, a house in Jeligan. And I tell you, I'm doing or rival only April League and also or rebuild it 3 years to wedding. Now rebuilding no got a phone in tea. He said I got 24 league titles. House was 22 chairman, so got a corner. And the house jet 3 now has about 25. So omo jetre say omo rebuild it. Nza has don budget no about 20 na be play catch up.
Within the next 3 years house in League.
So omo na eje an. O say yeah the
Chema na heart na ngata na in the early ono so you rebuilding. How many players did they buy?
Omo rebuild.
House to saying. Yeah, start season now. Hearts are matches our bono. How many new players they can have to put first level?
And new players necessarily Kasala level and rebuild no a top player.
Kasala level bang.
Oh,
it's very no, but it's got one goal. What kind of level are you talking about?
Kasala that be
level boy in the ball.
No, top player. And we level.
say
their level there oboy I can say mobile team ya da no baby oboy no boy there
chairman
and the top level there level Oshe Marine FC and Oshe Hattrick and oni Sabi you one wife
chairman but Linda
na send that Nandi Pizza was a public pizza for team and I'm sure I'm forward the fight Mututun Kalavu, he's a good player.
Yeah, boy, no more.
A good player.
But that team has 3. I think only has a problem.
Exactly, but the American
has
a yard.
Good.
But men can send a level, no level, baby.
Yeah, has one of Maniajo because Masokno do want to mean Sano. But it's quite no musro.
As a man,
Casala said first group of Massa Masokno.
It's why I did the American wire. Bazi Casala, other Casala level. Some of the American. Onya establish a level bia. Say a ball league no na say or no ayire no. Emra Mbella Bakuma.
Yeah, sure.
Mbella established himself
right
with our Premier League.
Go, yeah.
What you say? Share even has boy Linda who say he's a good player. And like a crowd 1 year has will be able to say he's a good player. Say Kasala no. Wabo 2 was 1. It's also you be na all bonano. And I will be able to have a established no just level. Say the level do only be.
To be no share one. I the best player of Ghana. It will only wish
well. It will not go to share one.
Must not know my seven. I can sell and say good. Say Necro Kobaka has one you okay.
Yo Mati. Okay, say Ghana Eva Kumasi and Kasano. Is in Sasano. Ukota Sasana Gusidan is all quaitry. Said Oliver Kine.